Scanning for leaks. Leaks detected. Downloading. Downloading. Recording audio. Uploading to YouTube.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. You just caught me doing my morning ritual. Hello, Fast Gang, Tharries here, and welcome back to Not a Leak video. Hooray! I say that. We are going to be talking about Series 13 and all the potential things we know about it. We've got a lot of stuff to go over, so let's get right into it. But before we get into the video today, if you could just do me a teeny tiny little favour and click that subscribe button. Unlike competitors, we don't threaten gingerbread men to subscribe, get your Lord Farquaad ass out of here. We don't do that. Instead, I'll just kill you if you don't. Don't think I won't do it. This is a man who has read like 50 leaks. You don't want to test my patience. My patience is very good, but if you don't subscribe, it'll wear very thin. But yes, with that said, let's get into all of the stuff we know about Doctor Who Series 13 so far. Starting off with what we definitely know to be true, 100% pretty much confirmed. We know that Jodie Whittaker is playing the Doctor.
Really? Wow.
I know, not exactly a mind-blowing revelation of the I'm sorry. But yes, Jodie Whittaker is playing the Doctor this series, that much is pretty much a given. We do, however, know that she has a slightly new costume variant for at least one of the episodes, as you can see here. We also know that Mandip Gill is returning as Yaz, and that John Bishop is playing new companion Dan, which we saw revealed in the Revolution of the Daleks post-credits teaser. Is that what we're calling it? Of course, Chris Chibnall is returning for his third series as showrunner, as is Matt Stevens as executive producer. In terms of other actors, we know that Dan's parents are being played by Sue Murphy and Paul Broughton. Dan's dad, presumably, we know is called Neville for some reason. Other characters / actors include Penelope McGee, who plays Mrs. Hayward, Nadia Albana, who plays Diane Curtis, Annabelle Sholey, and Kevin McNally, who play characters that are as yet unknown. Although I believe we had a picture of Kevin McNally on set fairly recently, so I'll put that on screen now if I can find it. In terms of directors, we know that Jamie Magnus Stone, a resident director for Series 12 at least, is returning to film at least one block. We also know that Azur Salim, I apologise if I'm butchering that, is at least directing 3 episodes. I don't know whether he's directed anything before, but we know that he's directing 3 of the episodes. In terms of returning villains, we know for 100% we've of course got the Weeping Angels, and we have the Sontarans with their now common knowledge, new, black, updated design. We know there'll be a few historicals, judging by the companions' clothing. In particular, we know that there'll be a Crimean War episode featuring Mary C. Cole, played by Sarah Powell. In terms of new villains, we've got the new blue and pink enemies that we saw in filming recently, as well as the big black villain that some people speculated could be the Shadow, but obviously we don't know that for certain. We don't really know what relation these monsters will have to the plot, whether they're new villains on their own, or they're assisting old villains, a la the Jadoon helping out the Time Lords in Series 12. In terms of writers, we know that Maxine Alderton, writer of Haunting of Villa Diodati, is a core writer on the series, which I personally think is a great thing, because I think Haunting of Villa Diodati was one of my personal favourite episodes of the series last year, so I'm very much happy that she is to be a core writer on this series. And of course we know that a lot of the main sort of setting of this series will be Liverpool, as opposed to the main setting of Sheffield that the previous 2 series have inhabited. And if you want to know more about where else the series has been filming, I'll put up a full list from TARDIS Wiki up now. Getting on to what I like to call the Trust Me on This segment. See what I did there? It was, a reference to Pete Tyler. Anyway, we know that episode 4 featured some pumpkins in the background of its filming, implying a possible Halloween episode and a potential October release date for the series. We also, of course, all know by now that Jodie has been rumoured to be leaving by several credible sources, the most notable of which being The Mirror, who's gotten several things right in the past regarding Doctor Who, including Bradley Walsh and Tosin Cole's departure, so they have a good track record when it comes to predicting this sort of thing. What I think it's possible that they could do, though, is that they could have her leave in the opener to Series 14, so they can technically say that she was in Series 14, but really her last series was Series 13. A bit like with Tennant, how we all say that his last series was Series 4, even though he had a series of specials in 2009. We also know that Twins SFX was seen with a Dalek that was heading to some sort of filming. Now that could be for time fracture, but obviously this company does have a history of working with Doctor Who in an official capacity, so it's not a fan prop like I know some of you speculated. They did the robots for Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, as well as some Daleks for a Doctor Who live event, so yeah, they've got a history with working with Doctor Who officially. So they could be for the TV show or, as I said, time fracture. But I think regardless, it's pretty safe to assume that the Daleks are going to be back because, I mean, they're the Daleks. Do you really expect them not to be back? I would assume they'd probably be back for the special, as that is the trend of this era so far. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get an image of this, but I know we saw Mandip Gill and Sacha Dhawan getting tested for COVID together, which could mean nothing, but it's very likely, to me at least, that Sacha Dhawan's master is coming back. And with him, that could mean the Cybermasters, as we know that the Timeless Children ended on a cliffhanger, with them all trying to escape Gallifrey. I think it's pretty much inevitable as well that whatever was filmed, if there was anything filmed for John Barrowman, I think that's not going to happen now. I think anything that was there is probably being shelved due to recent events. And the Timeless Child arc will almost certainly be being continued in some capacity. There's been various rumours as to how they're going to do it, more past Doctors, etc., but I know that it'll somehow be continued, because I can't see it just being dropped. It wouldn't make any sense for them to do that. However, Moffat did it all the time, so who knows at this point. Just a quick thing to say, we recently had some new footage of John Bishop in the TARDIS, which I'll play here.
I'm sat on the set of Doctor Who behind the TARDIS. And this is what it looks like, and this is what a lot of what I do is sat here waiting to get on, but I can't show you it.
And it seems to imply that he can't show something, which could either mean that perhaps the console room's getting a slight tweak, which is kind of the norm for this era, because obviously going from Series 11 to Series 12 they added some minor features such as the door and the stairs, or it could mean that an important character is on set that they're not allowed to show. Who that could be, I don't know. It could be nothing, but I definitely think that's something interesting to talk about. But as far as I'm aware, that is all we know about Doctor Who Series 13. If I've missed anything, then please let me know in the comments below. I don't know when this will be coming out exactly, but if it does come out when I've reached 5,000 subscribers, then thank you very much for 5,000 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. But with that said, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.